So you all know that I am an optimistic person, but lately I've been pondering some weird and disturbing facts. Did you know that the birth rate in the 38 most industrialized countries has fallen to 1.5, which is far below the replacement rate of 2.1? In fact, it's so bad that in a lot of countries there will be less than half as many people at the end of this century compared with what there is now. Imagine a population decline of more than 50%. That means half as many people to live in, and use the buildings that we've built and the infrastructure that we have. Much less than half as many bright-eyed young children or bright young workers entering the workforce. We're talking about something that's irreversible and something that is catastrophic. So how do we get here? When I talk to young people today, I hear complaints in two major categories when they're talking about their desire to have children or lack thereof. The first is that they really don't believe that we can have growth in a positive way. They don't believe that economic or population growth can be sustainable, can avoid being exploitative. The second major category of complaints that I hear is they feel too anxious, too miserable, too uncertain economically, philosophically, symbolically. Their life doesn't make enough sense for them to want to bring more people into that situation, or to, at the very least, to take on the sacrifice that it takes. They don't have the confidence to commit to the sacrifice that it would take to bring children into the world. So it strikes me that for the first set of problems, we are going to need a lot of optimism, a lot of confidence in human ingenuity and creativity and inventiveness and the value of technology. And for the second set of problems, we're going to need kind of some humility and the willingness to dig really deeply and learn from tradition and figure out what is it in the past, in all of humanity's past, that made it so that we felt that it was honorable and worthwhile to make the kind of sacrifice we need to make in order to raise the next generation. I mean, think of it this way. The basic requirement for any society to exist is to be able to raise children to adulthood and have those children also be able to raise children to adulthood. And by that measure, the silent generation was the last successful generation in America. And in many parts of the world, that started to fall apart even before they reached the level of prosperity that the silent generation achieved in the United States. So I think what we need right now is people who are both able to look to the past and learn from tradition, learn from the shared experience of humanity, which is going to vary from country to country and culture to culture. And we also need people who can be cheerleaders for the new world that we can build, for the technology that really can make our lives better. I mean, maybe you'd think of some sort of Reid Hoffman, William F. Buckley mashup, or Ray Kurzweil teaching in a classical school, to get the kind of mentality that I think we're going to need. Obviously, that's extremely rare, which is one of my frustrations. I think it's very hard to find leaders who are both willing to be traditionalist in the right way and willing to be relentlessly innovative and empirical in the right way. But I think that's what we should all aspire to, and I think that's what we need. We need that in business, we need that in nonprofit organizations, we need it in cultural leaders, and we need it in political leaders. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, I would love to have a conversation with you.